Hello and welcome, everybody. I am your host, Dark Messiah, and this is a vlog that I'm going to be doing right now to tell you about this build going on in Fallout 4 and how the story intertwines between three different games. Okay, so the Gen character that I created to resemble closely to my girlfriend is still married. Her husband was definitely shot, but later on in life. Um, and he got deployed into the military and went to DC to take care of all the business that n- needed to be done, like taking care of and defending his country, his family. And while he was in DC, he met up with somebody who kind of got him into drugs. So he portrayed some really old man as his dad and followed him into making the waters of DC pure with some Project Purity thing. I don't remember what it was called, but yeah, it was Project Purity. Um, that that was right. So yeah, he was on this drug-induced trip, um, and he, after a while, made the water pure, and he kind of lost his mind. But he left DC and went to the Mojave Wasteland and got a job as a courier. He was Courier 69. Um, and he was a courier for them. He too, like Courier 6, got in his hands a package from an unnamed source and an unnamed person who sent it to them. Or him, I should say, because he wasn't around. Yeah, I sent it to the Mojave Express, who gave it to that specific courier. There was no name. He just said, "Give this to Courier 69. Carry it to this destination. No questions asked. Here's your money." Boom. Walked out. And so 69 comes in and picks up the package and goes on his merry way. He runs into this man. I think, yeah, and kind of like the course of events, Benny, um, this man in a checkered suit, and gets shot in the head, thinking 69 had the chip, and when Courier 6 had the chip, and Courier 6 was elsewhere because Courier 6 caught wind of Benny's scheme. Through NCR and Legion raids, and like when he was traveling the Mojave before he became a courier, and I'm talking about Courier 6. uh he caught wind of his package being something worth shot over, and 69's package was this chip. And so he went off, um, and kind of lost his mind, joined the Legion, had affair after affair after affair, and then at the end of him being a courier and working with Kaiser, he's gonna go back to DC and that's where I'm going to pick up again in DC and continue working on the Project Purity. And then he's going to finish out the Project Purity. He's going to make the waters clean again because something went horribly wrong. Nobody can keep it up and running. Maybe one of the nuclear generators erupted. Who knows? I don't I don't know. I don't know why he wants to go back there. It's not for the purity. Maybe he wants to continue just hanging around DC and being where he's comfortable, where he was deployed for so long over to DC when the war started. He was the first to be called, and he's not a renegade. He's not going to run away. He's not going to abort missions unless told by a superior or commanding officer. But still, he's a decent guy. So he goes back to DC after something went down at. He doesn't remember. He can't remember what happened because after he's done doing what he needs to do, he makes one last stop and he goes to Julie Farkas. He goes to Julie Farkas in the Mormon fort. And before leaving DC, he has her cure him of his addictions, cure, quote unquote. And then he pretty much drops his courier bag, drops everything but the clothes he's wearing and his caps. Everything. Just drops it all. And his faithful pistol, or in my favorite, his favorite sniper rifle. And that I call Snipes. Yes, like Wesley Snipes. Don't ask. But yeah. Anyways, so after he gets cured, he goes back to DC and he turns his life around. He's good more. He's wanting to do right by humanity, do right by himself, do right by his wife, do right by everything. And then finally, it brings us into my Brotherhood of Steel build, which is the final product of the Gen character. That character, this character I'm using right now, his name is Frank, but whatever, I could always change that. But currently he's with the Brotherhood of Steel. Like I said, he was deployed before to DC, went to Nevada, back to DC, and he's trying to get from DC now back to Boston. And and this Boston Brotherhood of Steel division, I have already played through to the max, and I didn't record through that, unfortunately, but I'm pretending, due to the lore and the story behind this, I'm using my imagination to picture the Brotherhood of Steel. He's like one of the highest ranks because he's already earned it, and they saw him earn it. You guys were unable to, but he earned it over the course of the time serving in the military. I try to really keep to this story, and it's a long, heartbreaking story. Like, really, this courier, he's courier 69. He doesn't know at the moment because he's always drugged up, um not like psycho and jet and shit, but he uses a lot of rebound and a lot of steady, because he's a sniper. And so because of that, he suffers memory loss, a lot of memory loss, short term memory. uh Julie's like, you gotta stop this. And he didn't want it. He didn't want to. He convinced others, but he still didn't want to. He was addicted, yeah, and he loved it. And so he became a liar, a cheater, a stealer, basically a bad karma character. And I like that karma system in a sense. It makes you somewhat conscious of what you're doing. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of glad they went away with that and did away with it. Like, it was okay, but it definitely had to go. Um, uh, but yeah, it leads up into this Brotherhood of Steel character that I just did a video of for the Boston International Airport build that I did, oh frick, months ago. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been building. Like, I've gone from this to this super, like, super build. I don't know what to call it. Super Sanctuary ain't enough to deter. Like, you guys are gonna love this build. It is time consuming. I'm gonna have to break it up into many, many videos, and I'm going to do a let's build on Fallout Friday of a radio station that I have taken command over. It's not really a radio station, it's a radio tower where you can pick up some broadcasts or whatever, and go find the location, turn off the ham radios, and yeah. That's kind of lame, but whatever. I'm utilizing it. Um, I didn't want to claim the actual location that is either, well, there's two locations, and one is Gunner's Plaza. The other is that outpost Zimonja, however you pronounce that crap. Uh, but I already have that as a settlement. Um, but on this profile, that is. But with Jen, where it's officially not her settlement, uh, she has this build is basically inspired by my girlfriend, and it's amazing. You just have to tune in. I'm not gonna tell you details. It's beautiful. It was time consuming. It was agonizing. Oh my god, the hours put into this, and it's not even done. Guess what? This video, the final walkthrough, the 100% done features will be probably months from now. Um, I'm hoping that it won't be months. I'm hoping it might just actually, yeah, maybe a month or two max. I'm hoping for, but at the rate it's expanding and at the rate of different stories that keep intertwining with this one gen character, it's just utterly amazing. And you guys have to tune in. You have to do it. You just, you can't, you can't live until you see this. Like, you don't know how much time this takes. But a lot of people that are builders, like Ranger Dave on YouTube here, uh, he does Fallout 4 Let's Build episodes. It's kind of died down a bit now, but he's phenomenal too as to why I want to build like that. I want to look reasonable. Like, he has a thing about floating buildings, and I see his point. Like, in our world, I've never seen a building floating. Usually, it has at least some sort of support beams. Like, if it's one of those decks that come out over a cliff, and underneath is usually poles and beams like this thick and like this fat around, and I don't know. It's got support. So I was like, yeah, I usually didn't care. I built like Minecraft, and now it annoys me in Minecraft when I see floating rocks. Like, damn. Uh, um, and oh, there's I've seen a few videos of Fallout 76 gameplay. I can't say I'm hooked, but I still want to play it. I still want to do it. I want to get Wi-Fi, and I want to get Fallout 76 and play it. Just because I don't like judging games based on what I see other players playing and the way other players are doing their game and their playthroughs. Okay, that's your style. Me, I'm discover every location, loot everything. I don't care about the background stories. If you're, I care to listen to it. If you have that knowledge, more power to you. Like Oxhorn. Oxhorn on here, he does a lot of Fallout lore and stories, like the backgrounds. He does his research. Me, I just don't care enough for that. No offense to anybody that does. Like, it's just not my cup of tea. And yes, that's not my cup of tea is my thing to say sometimes. Anyways, yeah, this build, this sanctuary, it's not even just sanctuary. There's seven other locations. I know you've been mentioned to help build it. Um, if you want to doll yourself up, you can say hi to the people that I'm inspired to build by and for you. Well, whatever. If they saw you in one of the videos, if they watched it, I forced her into it. This time, I'm just gonna let it go. But anyways, the character of Jen is really like it's when I do the walkthrough, and the reason I'm gonna have to split it up into so many videos is because everything has a story. Uh, well, As far when I say everything, I don't mean every single detail has stories. I mean like okay, so I should rephrase myself and respeak. Specific things throughout the builds, and I will point them out, have a high significance. Okay, a big significance. One thing that's in this build is in 3 of 8, maybe 7 locations. I don't know how many locations I've done so far, but I've done a few of them. And some of them I've had to manually make with another mod, which is Action Campsite. It allows you to basically build a campsite at a location, and if you have the parts necessary, you can build a workbench and make a settlement location of your own. They're decent size, so usually you want to pick wide open spaces. I put something on a roof. Um, I'm building up an empire for my girlfriend, basically. This is an empire. She owns a franchise, and there's going to be a lot more work put into all of it. It's gonna it's gonna be beautiful, and I really hope it gets the views I want it to get. If it can get at least 10 views from 10 different individuals, okay? 10. It has to be 10. Then I will be extremely ecstatic. But if I get like 2, I'll still be happy. I don't care. Just please view it, share it, like it, subscribe if you love that. When you guys finally see this product, if you don't absolutely love it, then unsubscribe, unlike, and bye. I, I don't know what to tell you. But several days and many hours have gone into this, in several days, and many hours are still to go. Like, yeah, we've disputed on a lot of things, but
We're both passionate about
uh, this is a very big build. It's a big deal to me. This officially would be what I like to call my official Valentine's Day gift. Because I wanted it to be officially done by Valentine's Day, but it wasn't. Because I didn't anticipate thousands of hours put into this. So, yeah, hit that like button, subscribe, and bell notification as well. Please drop a comment in the comment section below if you are excited to see this coming. If you have any ideas on what I may be including in this video as an Easter egg, because I did put an Easter egg thanks to my girlfriend's idea. If you can guess this Easter egg, I will congratulate you live. I would say send money, but I'm a broke bitch, so don't mind me. Not gonna happen that way.
it.
But
Trust me, it is totally worth the time you invest to watch the videos.
absolutely.
It's amazing. It really
Absolutely.
is. You want me to
Absolutely. It's beautiful. This video. Oh, this video is going to be beautiful. It's giant. So much time, so much energy went into this build.
A lot of emotions
Emotional,
and love. Just
love, distraught, anger, passion,
it's truly a beautiful
everything.
story.
Like
It's a beautiful story.
the everything. I have everything coming to life in this one scene of events, like series of events. I mean,
You're
like
gonna ruin it now. Stop. You're spilling too much.
yeah, there's a lot to it, but
It is exciting.
I hope you guys tune in. I'm going to do a small settlement location build with you guys on Friday. Um, and then I've already gone over the schedule. But yeah, tune in. I hope to see you guys Monday. I'm not gonna be on Sundays. Screw that. I'm doing my vlog now. Um, but yeah, hope y'all and um and tune in and